Alright, hello, my name is Jack Miller, and today we are going to be doing an overview of World War II. So, at the beginning, Europe was very unstable after the First World War due to the Treaty of Versailles. Germany was in a depression both economically and socially, as were most countries in Europe at that time. This led to the Nazi Party taking over and Hitler becoming the leader of Germany. There were many political problems in Germany at the time, which led to Hitler becoming a leader. Even though not a lot of people agreed with him in his country, he only got about 35% of the vote. Um, Hitler ended up breaking agreements in the Treaty of Versailles by rearming Germany, as Germany was not allowed to have a certain percentage of their full military. Um, and Japan was also being very aggressive towards surrounding countries in their area, eventually leading them into China. Here's a picture of Hitler having one of his speeches. He was known as one of the best speech makers in the world, as he really got people together in his country and made them want a goal, even though he was lying to them. So at the start, Germany took over Czechoslovakia and invaded Poland without declaring war, so this led France and Britain to declare war on Germany. Um, and then, as that was happening in Europe, Japan started engaging war with China while technically remaining neutral and not having an agreement with anybody. Eventually, Germany, Italy, and Japan signed the pact to be known as the Axis powers, and this led to America, Canada, Britain, and France all being known as the Allies, and America sent a lot of aid to Great Britain in this war. And here's just a picture to show you how much the Axis powers had taken over in Europe. As you can see, they really took over most of Europe other than Britain and Spain and a couple other countries that remained neutral. But this will just show you how dominant Germany and Italy had been in Europe in the war. In the middle, many attacks had happened from multiple countries. Some of the biggest battles were occurring in Russia, known as the Soviet Union, and France. Soviet Union and China had the most deaths throughout the war because they just had a lot of bloody battles on their land. And then the Japan's bombing of Pearl Harbor really brought the U.S. into the war as they started attacking more and getting more involved in the war. And then the real turning point through the war was when Germany had taken over France, and the US, Canada, and Britain all took it back, and that day is known as D-Day, and is really the beginning of the end for Germany in this war. Here are the statistics just to show you the deaths. There's Soviet Union and China all the way at the top. They had a large amount of deaths compared to any other country throughout the war. Um, and in the end of the war, Germany's last effort of war fails, and Hitler eventually commits suicide, and Germany ultimately surrenders to the Allies. And then Mussolini is executed in Italy, and then Italy also surrenders. And then the US uses the first two nuclear bombs in human history to force Japan to surrender. And the Allies eventually declare victory in 1945. And that is all. I hope you enjoyed. Have a good one.